I was going to hang out with this man that I did not want to have sex with. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put on the bad luck bra. Guess what happened? I had sex with him.
What?
Yeah, bad luck.
Wow, bad luck bra.
Yeah, I got rid of it after that. Welcome to When Harry Dumped Sally. This is a podcast where we watch a rom-com. We discuss the main relationship in the rom-com and decide how long we think the couple is going to stay together after the credits roll.
And if they break up, who breaks up with who? And why do they do that to them?
Huh? Hey, what's that about?
Yeah.
Also, we have a super exciting announcement.
Ooh.
We have a Patreon, which has already launched.
Yes, by
and
math
you will
and time.
have access to that.
Yeah.
So we'll probably be able to tell you in the future exactly what we're going to be offering, but it'll be more content for sure.
Yeah, what options? More content.
One option is more of us.
Another option is please.
Another option will be you'll get to request movies, get a shout out on the podcast.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah. It's almost the new year. New year, new us, new Patreon.
New Patreon.
And so we watched Bridget Jones' Diary.
Did you say I'm Natasha and you're Tess?
I'm Tess Menzies.
I'm Natasha Vinnick. Bridget Jones' Diary.
Join our Patreon. We're good at this.
All right. Bridget Jones' Diary, 2001.
2001. There are sequels to this. We decided it didn't matter. It started off as a book. We haven't seen this before. No. They don't exist within the realm of this podcast.
Yes.
And honestly, should they exist?
Probably not. I don't know how they have the same fellas in the following
I know.
film.
We're wiping that from our memory, because I can't allow that to influence me because the shit's wild.
Okay, 2001, Renee
Zellweger.
I don't call anyone by their names in my notes. I call him Hugh. I call him Colin Firth.
Okay.
But I can learn.
Renee Zellweger is Bridget Jones.
That makes sense because of the diary.
Colin Firth is Mark Darcy. Because loosely based on Pride and Prejudice. And
that's Mark.
Yeah, Mr. Darcy is like the main love interest.
That's why Darcy was familiar.
Yeah.
Understood.
And then Hugh Grant is Daniel Cleaver.
Yeah.
And I felt like, so the based on Pride and Prejudice thing, I was like, I guess Colin Firth's character felt like it was Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I was like, it didn't remind me that much. Like, I don't feel like Renee Zellweger's character, Bridget Jones, reminded me that much of like the main woman in Pride and Prejudice.
I am unfamiliar.
That's fair. And I should like know her name, but all I can think is Keira Knightley because she's one of the people who has played her.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry, Pride. Sorry, Prejudice.
Sorry. So 2001, our log line here is Bridget Jones is determined to improve herself while she looks for love in a year in which she keeps a personal diary.
I don't know if that is an accurate log line in kind of any sense.
She does keep a diary.
I guess so, but I feel like the diary feels so tacked on at best.
Well, this felt like another movie adaptation of a book where I was like, I would imagine the book is her diary.
For sure.
And they just sort of...
the movie. It's just kind of like every once in a while she has to tell us the date and her weight and how many cigarettes she smoked. That's a whole thing. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, 2001, we are peak eating disorder era.
Yes.
And Renee Zellweger is supposedly fat in this movie and apparently needs to lose 20 pounds, which is very 2001.
Yeah.
The weights that she's recording are like the most normal fucking weights.
Yep.
Like,
absolutely.
It's just like,
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And other people are all on board with this too in the film. It's not like her being crazy. It's like everyone in this fucked up system.
Yeah, you really should. You're out of control.
But the long line being like her year of getting better. I don't know. There's like a scene where she like is like, I'm gonna interview and I'm gonna work out, and then the rest of it is like, I'm just gonna drink a lot of vodka, and I'm on board. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's definitely a mess. She's 32.
Yeah, and who wasn't 32 once?
Yeah,
30-year-olds, I guess.
A mess?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've all been there where you're like, well, everything's falling apart.
Yeah.
So she's having one of those years.
For sure.
So, okay, how long do we think? She ends up with Mark.
Yeah.
Colin Firth.
Yeah.
And nothing in the future. We've never seen that. So.
No, we haven't seen it. So that's irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
What's so difficult about this is that we see him being an asshole, being okay, and then like fighting someone, and then like we'd see so little positive.
Well, this is where he felt like Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice, which I have always felt was like not a very good like romance.
Yeah.
But it was also written, a long time ago when it probably was romantic. That,
to give nothing.
Yeah.
Ugh. I really didn't. This was rough. Like, it was a fine movie, but it was rough on the romance.
Yes.
How long they'll be together?
Yeah. Okay, wait. I need to think.
This is a really tough one.
This is a really tough one because she's also a fucking mess.
Yeah. And I don't know what's up with him. He's okay. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, 3 months. 2 weeks. Fine.
I was going to go a couple months and I was like, I don't even know. She's a mess. Like, I don't think he likes her that much. Like, why is he gonna... I did have a point at the end where I was like, I do think there is a cute relationship dynamic that can maybe work. But I don't think we got enough leading up to this to convince me where it's like a messy, chaotic woman and a man who is very put together but like bemused by her.
Yes.
And like okay with that. And she brings chaos to his life in a way that charms him rather than a way that pisses him off. And I think that's rare. I think frequently that pairing
they get annoyed with her.
Yes.
And it
they
doesn't
think
go well.
they want it right away and then it's not going to work out. And I think because we don't have enough information about him, I think it's going to go that way. And 2 weeks might be too short. Maybe it's going to take him a second.
Because he has given up on his fiance and given up on moving to a whole other country, which implies some level of investment that is,
yeah,
surprising.
I wonder if he just wanted out of his relationship.
Maybe. I don't know. What's so hard is he doesn't seem to have any emotions at all.
No.
I don't know.
He gives nothing.
He gives nothing.
He gives nothing. Also, Hugh Grant is also involved. She doesn't end up with him. Huge asshole.
For sure.
I think I want to talk about him because Colin Firth's character is so boring. But Hugh Grant, I'm going to be honest, like, I was like, you're a huge dick, and I'm like into it. I thought he was hot in this movie.
I was like really actually on board for quite a bit. They're like, the flags that are flags, we're like, but you're like, okay. And then you're like, you gotta be here.
Not a good guy. I think Hugh Grant is an actor where I really love him in like a powerful asshole role. So this did it for me.
That's good.
Unfortunately. And Colin Firth did nothing for me because I just can't with some people like a robotic partner, but that's not for me. I can't with that.
When I was like I was gonna say a kid, and by a kid I mean like my early 20s. I would have gotten such a kick out of trying to break that thing open and seeing what's inside.
Yeah, you would have been Bridget Jones.
Yeah. I don't think she knows that she wants to break it open. I really think she's just like likes being liked, which I get it, you know? And like, but like, I don't think there's something to break open in there.
No, there's not a lot.
No. But whatever.
Like, they never have some emotional conversation where they never have like any conversation that makes me like, oh,
I see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like he like one day kind of comes around, and then I guess she learns about his history a little bit. But I don't know.
There's like really nothing else. He's just at one point says that he likes everything about her or something like that. That everything about her's fine, or that doesn't have to change. Something that the friends pick up on later. But
and they're like, wow, that's the nicest thing a man could ever say.
All right.
We start off. It's the new year. She's going to her mother's annual turkey curry buffet party.
Fucking Brits. I don't know what they're doing.
What the fuck that is.
If you say so.
And her mom is from a strange time when pickles on toothpicks were fancy.
Yeah.
And I guess also just fucking Brits.
They're such weirdos.
Who wrote this book? Helen Fielding.
Sounds British as hell.
Yeah, she's a yeah.
She's a British journalist, novelist, and screenwriter.
I don't know why. I needed to check because there's something about the dialogue in this that reminded me of that book, Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I just needed to know if it was the same author, and it's not.
No.
So never mind. All right. So it's just British people being British, I guess.
The whole time.
And her mom's gonna set her up with someone. Blah blah blah.
She does this every year. Some weird old guy.
Yeah. So Mark
got a creepy
is there.
uncle too.
She has a creepy uncle. Grabs her butt, and she's like, he's not my uncle, but he makes her call him that. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. There's lots of like casual harassment that we're just ignoring.
Yep.
We meet, or mom is gonna set her up with Mark. She's like, he's recently divorced. She says a bunch of racist things about his ex-wife who's Japanese.
It's very crazy.
Tells her that she looks like she wandered out of Auschwitz, which is crazy. I was like, what?
I'm sure I told you what my mom used to say when I asked her what character I would play in a movie. And she used to say Holocaust girl.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
And I was like, do you mean like the Holocaust? Do you mean Anne Frank? And she's like, no, just any girl in the Holocaust.
What the fuck does that mean?
I really couldn't tell you.
Just like...
Just emaciated, unwell.
Yeah.
Trying so hard
just
for
trying
nothing.
so hard to keep living, and everyone's like, but why did you do that?
It's a wild thing to say to your daughter.
What is the point?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody cast her.
Yeah. Come on,
Hollywood. She could be your Holocaust girl. She could be girl dying in the Holocaust. Girl
easily.
Escaping the Holocaust.
Either way, girl, Holocaust, get her there. Okay.
She meets her dad is Jim Broadbent. He's there. She meets Mark.
And Mark's a fucking asshole. I don't know if she overhears him saying this, but he says that she's a verbally incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother.
Yeah. And I was like, isn't this the first time you're meeting her? I'm like, I don't even think
they knew each other when they were kids.
Oh yeah, and she like got naked at his birthday party or something when she was 4.
And he was 8. Yeah, I don't know, but like, I'm like, why is he being such an asshole from go? And I can't tell if she hears it or not.
Yeah.
It's really unclear, actually.
Well, I feel like she also, like, initially, this is before, but she, like, initially is like, oh, I might be into him. And then he turns around and has a reindeer on his sweater. And then she's like, never mind.
Because of the reindeer?
Yeah. She was like, that's unforgivable. I was like, why? Because he has a reindeer
My
on his
God.
sweater? Like, what are we
During
talking
the
about?
holiday season.
Yeah, but then he also says this fucked up thing.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she said, that was the moment. And I was like, what is that the moment she fell in love? Was it him saying that? But she said that was the moment that she realized she has to do something.
Yes.
So maybe she did hear him. I don't know.
And she's like, I have to do something so that I don't die alone with a bottle of wine and get eaten by wild dogs.
Yep.
Which is like an interesting change to being eaten by your cats, because that's a thing that men love to tell women on the internet, that we're going to die and our cats are going to eat us, which, like, have at it, ladies.
Please.
I hope it's good for you.
Then we find out she has a crush on her boss.
Yes. And this is Hugh Grant.
Yep. And everyone is smoking inside.
Yes. Which
At
I
the
didn't
workplace. 2001?
We had in 2001, but maybe in England we were still doing that.
Yeah, it's super
I think
possible.
it got, I don't know when it got banned in the US.
Preteens for me.
Yeah.
At least in California. Different states are probably doing different things.
I remember smoking indoors when I was a child, for
Really?
sure.
California banned indoor smoking in 1995.
Okay.
England banned smoking indoors in 2007.
Nebraska banned it in 2009. So,
Wow. Wild.
yeah.
They're just smoking everywhere. She's got a fun group of friends. They're all actresses I recognize.
Yeah, she's got Moaning
Moaning
Myrtle,
Myrtle,
her best friend Jude, Shirley Henderson.
And the first scene we see with Moaning Myrtle is her crying in a bathroom about a boy. And you're like, what?
Typecast.
Wow, it's so her.
And then, yeah, she has a friend who, like, he did one hit single and then he was like, oh, I can get laid forever with this, so I'm not going to make music anymore. And honestly, like, I get that. I'm like, if you had one hit and you were like, I'm going to get paid for money forever. Like, money is covered. I made enough money on this forever. And, like, I get to kind of benefit from the fame of this. Like, I don't know. I feel like Tom from MySpace it. Like, get in, get out, have your money, live your life.
I think it's great if you don't have, like, an ego about the art where you're like, oh, I only had this one good thing. You know what I mean? If you can not have that, then I think it's a gift.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's played by the lead in Battlestar Galactica, and it's very fun to see him here. And then the third one is a woman who played, like, the Swede or something in Veep.
Okay.
Or the German chancellor or something like that. I don't know. It's fun to see her too. Yeah, those are her friends. And
she's talking with, I don't know, Hugh Grant. They're sending insane messages to each other.
Bizarro messages.
Throughout work, they're like flirting about like the skirt. They're talking about like.
I got so scared that she straight up didn't show up with a skirt. She was like drunk at the bar with her friends and comes back, and then he's like, where's your skirt? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, oh my God, did she actually forget her
did
skirt?
She show up
I was
to
so
work?
stressed.
You're
the
like,
whole
is she
scene.
this much of a mess?
Yeah, but he's just like, I guess, texting her about her short skirt.
Yeah, and then at some point she's like, oh my God, you need to be like more professional. This is bad. And he's like, oh yes, blah 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 blah. I like your tits in that top. I was
crazy.
like, what are we doing?
It was crazy. And then later they're in an elevator and he puts his hand on her butt, and I'm like, are you fucking serious?
And she's like, he's doing all this and she's imagining them getting married. And I'm like, girl,
it's devastating.
You are delusional.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And they end up, I guess, maybe having
He's
a date.
inviting her to something, and Moaning Myrtle's giving her advice.
Yeah.
And it's look gorgeous, ignore Daniel, and suck up to someone else to make him jealous, and circulate the party and ooze intelligence.
Yeah. And so she's like reading weird things in a book that she's mimicking. It's very silly. And
she also has this scene where, and this I found very relatable. So she's about to go to the party. She's like waxing, shaving, getting ready for it. And then she's debating what underwear to wear. And she's like, should I wear the sexy one? But when you wear the sexy one, nothing ever happens in it. Or should I wear the ugliest underwear I own and then inevitably I'm going to get laid? And I feel like this is the thing. I had a bad luck bra.
A bad luck bra? Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
So I had this bra. It was like really hot, really sexy. I bought it for a boyfriend that I had. Like I bought it to, you know, get laid.
Yeah. Which is so funny. Because being a woman.
You can do it no matter what. But sometimes you want to look hot. You want to have a little thing on. So it was a hot, sexy bra.
Yeah.
Like major push-up vibes. Great cleavage. Awesome. Wore it. We got into a huge fight. Didn't have sex that night.
Wow.
Tried to wear it a different time. Same thing happened. Tried it with 2 different boyfriends. Same things happened when I wore that fucking bra. Then one day I was going to hang out with this man that I did not want to have sex with. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put on the bad luck bra. Guess what happened? I had sex with him.
What?
Yeah. Bad luck.
Wow. Bad luck bra.
Yeah. I got rid of it after that.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Huh. Bad luck bra.
This is bad luck bra.
Yeah.
So but I do feel like there's something to that. Like when you prepare the most and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to like look so good. It's like there's almost maybe too much pressure and you just like psych yourself out. But I feel like whenever you're like the least prepared to hook up with someone, that's when it's like, okay, it's happening now. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't.
Yeah, I feel like it's because you're probably like just comfier.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of writers in this writing. It's a release of a book that looks like shit.
Yes.
And I don't know.
She's at this party. Mark is there. He's fucking awkward. I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
It's some kind of book release, and she sees Colin, and she sees Hugh, and then she's the one who has to announce this thing. The mic doesn't work.
She's giving a terrible speech.
It's really bad.
And then Mark is going to go talk to her, but then Daniel shows up, and he's like, "You look sexy. I'll have to take you to dinner, whether you like it or not." He was just like, that was a terrible speech.
Yep. And then they go and they start kissing. She's gonna go home, but they start kissing. I feel like this is the most kissy kiss we've seen in all our movies.
Oh, really?
I feel like it's the kissiest kiss we've seen.
All right.
Yeah, very kissy kiss. And then she goes to his place and
yeah. I did like she tries to sound smart to him at one point and she's like, "What do you think about the situation in Chechnya?" And he just like, I couldn't give a fuck. It's like, I am trying to have sex with you. This man does not care about you.
Yeah, well, he wants to know about how she knows Darcy.
Yes. And then he also reveals that his fiance, he's like, I had a fiance who cheated on me with Mark.
This is just such a like beyond sociopathic lie. Yeah. It's very crazy.
So he tells this lie that we eventually, this story that we eventually find out is a lie, and it was actually the exact opposite happened. Yeah. I don't even know. And then they're like dating. They're regularly, she's like, we're regularly hooking up, but then we find out it's only been 2 days. So girly is delusional.
Yes, she's really.
But this shit's not gonna work out.
No.
This is crazy.
It doesn't make any sense. Why is he in another movie? Sorry.
Yes, we keep seeing his face, but why? Unless he's just constantly in the background. Maybe it's a Mr. Big situation.
I guess, yeah.
Does she end up with Mr. Big? He just dies, right?
Well, she ends up with him and he dies, which is kind of how it all goes down normally. So. Yeah.
So does any woman end up with a man in the end?
We all end up alone. The way we started. Okay, so
then she's having sex with him. She gets a phone call and she answers the phone like Bridget Jones, sex goddess, and it's her mom on the other line. I'm like, girl, you don't have caller ID.
What are you doing?
Why are you answering the phone that way? She's crazy.
Yeah, she's really crazy.
Nuts.
Her mom, I guess, is having a thing where she's falling out of love with her husband. I love when moms tell their kids they wouldn't have kids.
Yes. She has this whole thing. And yeah, she's like, having children isn't all it's cracked up to be.
So true.
And I think a lot of moms probably feel that way, and they really don't like to talk about it. But I do appreciate the moms that do want to talk about it. Yes. I love a mom who's willing to be like, you know what?
Don't do it.
This shit's pretty hard.
Yes.
And society doesn't support us at all.
It was a woman who was giving me a an ultrasound. Like she had the whole thing inside of me.
Yeah.
And then at some point she was just saying like, yeah, I regret having kids. I wouldn't do that. And I was like, fuck yeah.
That's the most like random situation to be like receiving that information.
Very bizarre, but honestly, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Made it very enjoyable. Yeah. A lot of stuff with her parents falling apart, coming together. It doesn't really matter, but
yeah, they're splitting up, I guess, and her mom's fucking the man on the Home Shopping Network.
yeah, because she works at the Home Shopping Network too. And then there's like some wedding at a hotel, and someone told him to dress up sexy or something.
Yeah, the
and
mom's like, there's a party. It's tarts and
that was
Vickers and
Vickers, and Vickers. I don't know, something where you're supposed to drown like a prostitute or a priest, essentially.
Yeah.
And she dresses like a little Playboy bunny kind of thing. And
Yes.
it felt like a trick. I'm like, is he tricking her like in Legally Blonde? But they canceled that part of it and didn't tell her.
Was it her mom's party?
It's a wedding.
Oh, it's a wedding?
But I have none of it makes sense.
I really feel like a lot of things in this movie, and I feel like I was watching closely because we have to.
Yes.
And I feel like I was
And
watching
yet-
closely, but there were times when I was like, am I not paying attention?
I was not watching as closely as usual, I'll be honest. But I think it's on them.
Yeah, I was confused.
Yeah. It turns out, no. Okay, there's a wedding, but the hotel that they end up staying at. Okay, that's a party. Sorry.
Okay.
I think that thing is a party. When they go to stay at a hotel for the weekend, they're the only 4 people who aren't part of this wedding party that's at the hotel.
That's what's happening.
Yes.
Because he takes her away on a holiday weekend, and
Yes.
she's like, it can't just be shagging now. Like,
It
a
must
mini
be
break
real.
means true love.
My God.
And like, it just doesn't. I mean, it does usually mean a little more than just hooking up, but I think this guy has like money and he can.
Yeah, and she makes so much up in her head. It's so sad.
Well, and she, even when she tells her dad how to get her mom back, she's like, you got to flirt with other people at this party and make mom jealous. She's like, that's how I got my man.
boyfriend. It's like, you have a boyfriend, a real one?
Yeah,
and she
I'm
goes,
like, he has to ask that question because he knows
That
she's
she'd have a
making
fake
up
one.
boyfriends.
It's so crazy. All right, so they're at the hotel. The only 4 people staying at the hotel are her, Cleaver, Darcy,
Yeah, Mark and Natasha.
And just for the record, every time there's a fucking Natasha in a movie, she is a bitch. I don't know why they have to do that to us. She is a bitch, or she's a model who only eats paper. It's one of those two. She's the one that's cheating on with she's the affair one, the bad one, where you go, oh, why'd you do that? You know, never a nice Natasha. I don't know why they do this to
Wow.
us, and it is so rude.
That's so interesting. Because, like, I guess you saying that, I'm like, I don't automatically think about that with the name Natasha, because obviously I know you, and I don't think I've ever known a Natasha who is like that. But also there is something about the name where you would be like, it does kind of fit that persona.
You're like, oh yeah, that's the bitch who's fucking my husband.
Of course,
yeah,
Natasha.
that's
It's
the
the same as
model.
like, I don't know, the way. Well, I feel like Chad is like, if you're naming your kid Chad, like,
I mean, that's
you
a
know what
joke.
you're fucking
Yeah.
doing. Yeah, it's so interesting how certain names just get associated with.
It's so rude. Give me a nice
personality.
Natasha. Let me have a nice Natasha.
Let her have a nice Natasha.
Yeah.
Let her have just a crazy little lady who's
Yeah.
bopping around,
Yeah.
not being a bitch at all.
Oh. Let me not be a bitch.
Maybe you're secretly a bitch.
I mean, it's not a secret.
Listen, I wasn't going to say anything.
No, it's okay. We know the truth. All right. So, whatever. They're on a boat. They're both on boats, and then eventually they're boning in the bed. And
Yeah.
she says, "Do you love me?"
Yes. And he says, because he's like, they apparently did something
Some crazy sexual
some crazy
thing.
sex thing, and he's like, shut up or I'll do it again. And so she's like, do you love me? And he's like, all right, I'm doing it again, but not saying it back. And she's like, this is love.
That's crazy.
Because she's delusional.
And then he's like, oh, I gotta go, I have this thing in New York or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to go to this party and he doesn't or whatever. And she goes to see him again, Cleaver, and she's kind of like, oh, wait.
It's Tarts and Vickers is the party. Because now we go to the party.
Yeah,
anyway,
order.
it happens. Doesn't matter.
And then she thinks that someone's in the bath or something like that. And then she realizes she wasn't wrong. She sees a sweater or something. And she's like, she goes and there's a woman in the bathtub. He is cheating on her. And then the fucking woman says, I thought you said she was thin. What?
I was like,
why did it have to be in the script? Like,
why? I'm like, why is he talking to this woman about her? And why is he talking about whether or not she's thin? And why is this woman saying this to her? Or is she just saying it because, like, in the moment she thinks it would be mean?
Maybe.
I don't know. It was crazy.
It was crazy to have her say that. And then whatever, she sat at home drinking, watching movies, animal shows, back at work.
Hanging out with, I don't know, yeah.
And, he's something about, he like tries to talk to her and go like, it's really hard, and it's so easy with Laura because she's American and young, and that makes it better.
And then he tells her that they're engaged. And I was like,
what?
He got to know her when they were working in New York, and they're engaged to each other.
It's crazy. And then she goes on like a little montage of like working out and interviewing, and she ends up working at some TV program.
Yeah, she wants to get a job in TV. I think because she thinks that will impress Daniel.
Probably. And she's hired by some weird guy who's cool with knowing that she had sex with her boss. And he's like, you won't get fired for that here. And she's like,
no
cool.
one gets fired for shagging their boss at this TV station.
Crazy.
Which is, I guess.
And then she gives him her notice that she's leaving. And he's like, no.
Oh my God, you can't.
You can't do that. And he's like, I'll offer you a really good job. And she says, I'd rather have a job wiping Saddam Hussein's ass.
And then I really like this because she has this like mic drop moment. And then I feel like it had that like ridiculous thing where it shows everyone in the office being like,
yeah, we've all been rooting for this.
There's like the internet thing where it's like, and then everyone stood up and clapped. Everyone clapped. It's like I feel like also there's, I don't know, maybe an unreliable narrator thing going on, although she comes across as just nuts. But
yeah,
I'm like,
I mean, it's her diary.
Yeah.
She has her first TV thing. They want her in like makeup and a mini skirt and a fireman's helmet. She has to climb up a pole, and she slides down a pole at the wrong time, and they get a crazy camera angle of her ass going down the pole. It's nuts.
I assume it's live because everybody sees it. They
seems
don't
to be
cut it
live.
out.
No. And
then she's like, oh, I have to go to this dinner with a bunch of smug married couples.
And then Natasha's there, and she's a bitch because she has to be because
her name's
fucking
Natasha.
And some guy's being an asshole, like telling her to get married.
He's like, you should really get sprogged up. And then she's like, I also like this detail of she's like these stuck up married couples, and like every couple looks the same and says hi at the same time, and they've like really just sort of meshed into one. Couples, I don't know. I guess maybe that can happen.
It can happen, but it's weird. They are like lifeless in each one unit.
Yeah. And he's like, you should get sprogged up. And she's like, remind me, is it 1 in 4 or 1 in 3 marriages that end in divorce? And Mark just very quickly is like, 1 in 3.
I loved that. That was my moment where I'm like, okay, I like him.
Yeah. Mark, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like this point, you're like, okay. He has some personality under there, but we just didn't get enough for me to be like, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, I completely agree. And then he tells her he liked her fire report. And then he did this whole thing that guys do where they're like, yeah, even though I'm being a dick, I like you actually.
Yeah.
And it's like, then why don't you act right? And he's telling all this while his girl is there.
This is what the entire time I was like, what's going on with you and Natasha? Is Natasha still in the picture? She's just such a bitch. We don't care.
We don't care. She's right there. She's right there. It's unbelievable. And yeah, he says he likes you. He likes her just the way she is.
Yeah, he's like, I like, you're a little nuts, and that's fun. And
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And then all of her friends are like, oh my God, he said he likes you just the way you are.
Sweet. That's romance.
Yep. And she's gonna...
Oh, she's reporting to do some, like, check out some protests.
Yeah. Or it's not a protest. It's
a trial.
Something with the guy who's gonna be extradited or like could be sent and get killed, but he has a marriage with a woman who's here.
Oh, okay.
It's a big thing. And she goes get cigarettes. She thinks she misses the whole thing. Colin Firth walks in. He's like, no, I'm their lawyer, and you didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
I didn't let them do interviews.
Like, nobody got interviews because I told them not to do interviews. Yeah. And so he's like, you can interview me instead. And so she gets to do this interview, and everyone's like, wow, this is a great interview.
Yes.
You're the best. And so she's like, I'm the best. I'm really good at my job. I should cook my friends a feast for my birthday.
Strange conclusion to come to.
Sounds like a terrible way to spend your birthday. That's the last thing I would want to do on my birthday is cook my friends food.
Yeah. I mean, I can really get into cooking. My problem is if it's for my friends, the whole time I'll be like, oh, I'm worried they don't like it.
Yeah.
That ruins the whole vibe.
It would scare me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, is it fine?
I'll be like, you guys don't have to lie to me the whole time. It'd be really annoying about it. Like, you just tell me it tastes bad.
Tell me that it sucks. Yeah, I feel like I'm not a confident enough cook to do this, and also I just don't enjoy cooking.
And so he shows up with like the paper with her on it.
Yes, and he's wants to do that, and she's just covered because she's not a good cook. She exploded food all over herself. She needed to tie something up with string, and she used string that had like blue wax on it.
Yeah.
And so now she needed to tie up the leaks.
Yeah,
maybe,
so her soup's blue.
But her soup is blue now, which people continue to eat. And I'm like, that is from like dye, from like plastic.
Yeah, but like they're still smoking cigarettes indoors. Like, I don't know.
I'm like, smoke the cigarettes, but like you gotta draw the line at just drinking plastic. They don't know about microplastics
no,
yet.
they do not.
They don't.
And yeah, so all the friends are there. It's kind of cute. And then Cleaver shows up with a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
He's an asshole, and he says some bullshit about how he needs her or whatever. I guess because what's her name left him or something. His Laura left him, and then Firth says outside, not Colin Firth. Whatever. Mark Darcy says outside, and Cleaver's like, "Oh, should I bring my dueling pistols or my sword?" And then Mark Darcy punches him in the face.
Yeah, and
twice.
they're like, "Let's have a fucking fight," and I'm just like, I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate men fighting. I hate fist fights. I hate it.
It's so stupid. But I love the point where the little Battlestar guy goes into a random restaurant and says,
yes,
it's a fight.
It's a fight. It's a real fight. Yeah, they're in this like Greek restaurant. And so like people are looking around, and then they're in the restaurant.
During a birthday party.
And we find out that, wait, is this when we find out that Hugh Grant was the one who... fucked? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
She doesn't find out until way later.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Way later.
There was this really crazy part where there was this beautiful cake being brought out in the restaurant. It was so cool. It was like the Acropolis or something like that. And I was like, I swear to God, if one of these men fucks up this cake, I am going to be so mad.
Yes.
And luckily they didn't. They just went through a window.
Yeah, fine.
Thank God.
Yep. And they kind of like fight, and I guess Mark Darcy leaves, and then Dan Cleaver says to you, let her something awful. Something like, if I can't make it with you, I can't make it with anyone. Which is such a depressing, unromantic thing to say to somebody. And she fortunately sees that and was like, I can do better than that.
Yeah.
And, you know,
it's Christmas. She's like, I'm alone with my dad. And then the mom comes back and it's like, can we have another go? And dad's kind of like, I don't know. And then he's like, I'm joking, you daft cow. And I'm just like, we're just like, no big deal. Like, she pieced out, fucked her coworker.
And now
you're just like,
Like,
yeah, come on
okay,
back,
come
girl.
on.
Whatever. Like, come on.
It's crazy.
Have some self-respect.
And then they invite Bridget to some party where Mark will be. And she's like, what? And then that's where the mom tells her, like, oh, she left.
This is when she finds out.
Yeah.
Because I was really confused about this scene. I was like, why did she send Mark off after the fight? Like, I was like, is it because she thinks that he slept with?
Yeah, she and the
she
friends.
thinks the other story.
During the fight, she and the friends were like, wait, who do we root for here? Like,
yeah,
this guy's bad, but like also that guy's bad. And I think they were having a hard
and
time
they're
doing
like,
the
maybe
math.
they're both bad. I don't know. I was also having a hard time doing the math, clearly.
Yeah.
But now she learns the truth.
Yes. And she ends up at this party or whatever, and she's like, thank you for inviting me, and he's like, I didn't. That's when my parents, she tells him that she likes him, and then suddenly there's an announcement that he's moving to New York with Natasha and might be engaged.
Like, Natasha's been in the picture the whole time?
I mean, kinda, yeah. We've been seeing
do we
her
think
the
Natasha's
whole time.
been fucking other people the whole time?
You know, she's a fucking bitch.
She
so
is
maybe.
Natasha.
She can't help it. And so then everyone's like happy and clapping, and she goes, no. And then she goes, England will lose its top person.
Such a terrible pity.
I want England to lose its top
That's such a great
person.
legal brain. Then we get a sad montage, and her friends are like, let's go to Paris for the weekend. Like, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Let's like have a nice time in Paris.
Yeah.
And then Mark shows up and he's like, I went to America, but I realized I forgot something back home. I forgot to kiss you goodbye. Do you mind? I'm like, where is Natasha?
Well, she's gone or dead.
And he's like, all right, I'm not going to America anymore. The friends are like, woo.
No one asked.
We're going to go to Paris without you now.
And she's
I'm like,
cool with that, I guess.
You know, they're all in the EU. It's very easy
It
to
is
go
easy.
to
It's a
Paris.
weekend,
So
you know?
that's nice for them. Jealous.
Yeah. And yeah, no one asked where Natasha is. Fine. And so she goes to the house and he starts reading her diary where she's written mean stuff about him in the past because of how he was an asshole to her.
Yeah. And he reads the diary and I'm like, why are you reading her diary? Like, I feel like, okay, you opened up this book. You see what it is. You shut that immediately.
It's pretty hard to not read a diary.
I am such a...
It's really hard to not read a diary. Like, if it's open on a page... Wasn't it open on that page?
No, I think he opened it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then never mind.
I think he opened it by mistake. If it was open on a page, okay, fine.
Come on.
But I don't know.
I won't turn a page, but like...
You'll read what's open?
I can't not.
I feel like I'm so weird about... maybe it's not weird, but I feel like I have very few like things that I feel like super morally strict on, and this is something that I feel bad about. Where like I like genuinely think that like my conscience would be like, you like literally can't read this. Like that's private. I feel that way about like looking in people's phones,
I feel that way
going through
too.
messages, going through people's like, and I hear what you're saying. Like if it was open to the page, it's like, well, you're not hiding it.
Yeah.
So I do get that, and I probably would.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he did.
It's not appropriate, I think, to like open
and he looked at
investigate it.
multiple pages.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's writing terrible things, and
because he was terrible.
and then he leaves, and like at this point, I was like, this movie is driving me fucking crazy.
Yes.
Like I was like, are we really getting him leaving now? I was like, this movie's supposed to be over
we don't have
soon.
time for
I was
this.
like, we don't have time for whatever the fuck this is. She's like, I've got to go get him. So she's running out
In her underwear,
like,
cold.
put your fucking pants on, you crazy bitch. But no, she's got her underwear on. She catches him. She says she's sorry. And she's like, everyone knows diaries are full of crap. And he's like, oh, yeah, no. I was just buying you a new one so that you can
have
have
new chapter, whatever.
So you can have a new start. And I was like, why'd you have to do it this way?
Yeah.
Like, it was like cute.
It would be cuter if he had like given her a heads up, like, oh, I'm not, 1 second, I'll be back. Like something normal.
Something that's not like,
Scary.
oh, I read your diary and
now
I'm
furious.
leaving.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he has any social intelligence whatsoever to know that, you shouldn't do that and you should give someone a heads up.
Yes.
He's going to drive her crazy too. They're a terrible couple.
Yeah, it's not looking good for our
It's
heroes.
really looking rough.
Yeah.
It was a cute move though. I liked that. But this is where I'm also, he's so emotionless that he saw her write, I hate him. And he was just like,
new
that makes
diary.
sense.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll get her a new diary and then she'll write nice things about me in that one. Which I do kind of love.
it.
I love it a lot. But also I'm like, it's not going to work.
No, it's not good. Yeah.
So she kisses him.
I'm cool with like a month.
I'm cool with a few months. I think
3 months.
I think 3 is interesting.
Yeah.
I could even go to 6, I think.
I'll take 6.
I think that they try to make it work.
Yeah.
I think that there is an opposites attract like fun thing to it.
Yeah. But otherwise I don't really know what happens.
So I think that realistically this doesn't work out.
No.
I think knowing where this goes, I think maybe it does. And I think the way that it would work is that they would both have to kind of start changing their personalities to meet each other in the middle.
So they can be exactly the same like the other couples we see.
That's what happens. So you can become just two of the same person and you
weird,
never
sad,
have to have a
spooky people.
personality ever again. Because, I feel like, I think that can work. If both people are willing to compromise.
Sure.
I don't know that we've seen that in them, so I'm not convinced at this point that they can.
No.
But if they are, like, if she's willing to be like, oh, I can get my shit together a little bit, which she does seem to have some desire to do.
For sure.
And if he is willing to be like, okay, I can let loose a little bit, which he does seem to have some desire to do.
Yeah.
But you can seem to want to have that in the beginning of a relationship
Easily.
And then it doesn't work out.
Yes.
So I think 6 months.
6 months. I'm on board.
All right.
All right.
So the rest of the movies, they don't count. They don't matter because we figured it out.
Who do you think breaks up with who, though? It must be him, right?
I think.
Or do you think he's too scared to do it? But he did it with
No,
Natasha.
he would do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that he is the type of. I don't think that he's emotional enough to like be like, oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
But I bet that it'll be a situation where she is thinking that it should happen or that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But because she is so emotional, she's going to be like, oh, should I do it? Overthinking it. What should I do? How should I do it? Am I like being ridiculous? And while she's going through all this, he's also being like, I don't think that we're working out so much. And then he sits her down and is like, I'm breaking up with you. And she's going to be like, what the fuck?
How dare you?
I was going to break up with you. Like, I can't even believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could see it being one of those breakups.
Me too. Which is relatively mutual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board.
All right.
All right.
That's Bridget Jones' Diary.
Yeah. Check out our Patreon.
Check out our Patreon.
This has been
When Harry Dumped Sally. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Bye.